Hey everybody, welcome to today's A Few Email Minutes on what's new at Litmus. So we released some great features over at Litmus, all designed to, help you build, test, analyze better email campaigns faster, as always. And so we're going to spend a quick 10 to 15 minutes just going over what's new in the latest release of Litmus. So I'm Jason Rodriguez, Community and Product Evangelist at Litmus. As always, I'm here to run you through the most recent changes and give you a few tips and tricks on how to build and test your email campaigns faster. So let me flip over here to my browser. There's this blog post that we released that my colleague and friend Megan Lee published a little bit ago, going over everything that's new in our latest release at Litmus. It has some great kind of overview videos, some good tips on getting started with some of these features. But I'm going to walk you through the biggest ones right now. I will put this in the YouTube link in the chat there if you do want to check that out that blog post and all those videos. But a couple of kind of major things that we released recently. The first being an update to our design library. So Design Library is our place to collect all of your templates, your partials, your snippets, all of those kind of construction blocks of your email campaigns in one place inside of Litmus, so that you're not, hunting around for the latest template. You don't have to worry about syncing, teaching marketers how to use GitHub if they're not familiar, things like that. So Design Library is where you house all of that stuff. You can save your brand colors, your templates, again, partials, snippets, all those things that are designed to help you build campaigns faster. But up until recently, you couldn't you couldn't actually categorize all of those different assets and those code components, but we did introduce this concept of module categories in here. So you should see on the left here, this is the Litmus account. This is our account where we build all of our email campaigns, all those marketing campaigns, transactional stuff, templates that we share with the world, all that good email stuff. So you can see here we have a whole bunch of different categories that we've split a lot of our assets up into. So we have a lot of templates in there. We have 100 different templates. We have 250 different modules, which is what we typically call things in snippets. So we wanted to make that easier for our team to look through and start using so that they can focus more on building emails as opposed to, trying to fit things to build emails. So we now allow everybody to create these module categories so you can group similar elements into those categories. We have things for these basic building blocks, which are kind of like spacers and different little sections of emails that we might pull together into a new template. Buttons, color codes for hexadecimal values that we might need to remember. Emoji sent in there because our ESP kind of forces a little bit of a workaround for us to use emojis. But you can go in here and create any kind of category you want, name it, give it a description, and then your team can start using those categories to find that content a lot quicker. So if I wanted to go in and find a button, I could figure out, do I want this blue button, this green button, whatever that happens to be. I can figure out what the trigger is. So if I'm inside of Litmus Builder, I can copy that trigger, hit tab once it's pasted in there. I can update the snippet, all that good stuff in here. So we're really excited about this because this will make just managing all of these different elements in your email design system really a lot easier. One of the kind of fanciest, one of the coolest, flashiest updates that we've released is to Litmus Builder itself that kind of takes advantage of those categories and allows you to build these campaigns faster than ever. So I have this kind of basic template here that we released, part of our subscriber love email templates that you can download for free and start building on top of for your own email campaigns. So most people are used to this builder view, though, where you can go in, code away, update all of your HTML and CSS. A little while back, we released Visual Editor, which allows you to go in and, click on things like this header, an image. You can swap out your images. You can change the colors of your text. You can even pull on from those like brand colors. So if I want to update that to like a darker blue, I can do that. So Visual Editor has been awesome. It's empowering marketers, designers, teams to build campaigns better and faster than ever, which is awesome. We've seen a lot of people with really good feedback. They've loved how it's been helping them scale their production. But we just introduced this modules tab inside of Visual Editor as well that allows you to use drag and drop in Visual Editor inside of Litmus Builder, pulling from your design library. So we just saw where all of these things kind of live inside of inside of the design library, inside of Litmus here. But if I wanted to actually start using those things, you can search your modules, find the different modules you might want to use in this email campaign, and you can just build things faster than ever. Again, that's what it's all about using Litmus Builder. So if I were to go into this Litmus Design Systems blocks, again, this is kind of very specific to our use cases, as your email design system should be. But we do have this kind of simple poll type module here, which is just kind of thumbs up, thumbs down. And I could go in and actually drag that into Builder, and it will dump that code, all those assets, into my current email template, which is fantastic. So this makes building your emails even easier than ever before. So just like with the regular Visual Editor, I could go in and update my copy once that module's in there. I could update these images that I use for my kind of thumbs up, that sentiment gauge, and just customize that module as I need to for the specific email template. So we're really about that Visual Editor update, allowing you to pull in those modules from Design Library. Again, you can search your different here if you do have a lot of them like we do, and quickly find what you need. This isn't really going to make that much sense in the context of this email, but if I wanted to drop a button in there, I can drop a button in there. I can update the link, the copy, all of that kind of stuff there. So really quick and easy way to start building out your email templates. And then one of the last kind of major features to the platform itself that we introduced here was the ability to group your previews when you're actually looking at your email previews inside of Litmus Test. So we'll just give it a second here to update the proof previews and QA tabs. And then we'll pull those, latest updates to that email template. And when we open up what we call Litmus Test or Litmus QA now, you might know it as Checklist, you now have the ability to filter your email previews. So you could search for a specific email preview in here, but you could also bubble up some of the most popular email clients based on overall email client market share, which again, we track over billions of different email opens on our platform, our Litmus email analytics service that is, of course, anonymized and private. But we do track that at emailclientmarketshare.com, and that's that data that we use to determine what the most popular clients are and then categorize your email client by overall popularity. But then even more importantly, we allow you to look at your own audience if you are using email analytics, which you should be doing, to get those insights into your own audience and where they're looking at your email campaigns. You can go in and select popularity, your audience, inside of the previews tab here inside of Litmus Test, and you can see your most popular email clients, which really is a great way to inform your email design and your development strategies, because as we know, email clients all treat HTML and CSS differently. There's no one standardized way to do email design and development. Outlook's going to display your email one way. Gmail is going to display it another way. Apple Mail will display it the best way because they have really good support for HTML and CSS. But we allow you to go in and say, I want to see my most popular email clients. And then you can run through and check your previews as normally. So this is a great way to make sure that your email campaigns look good for your actual audience, as opposed to just what you think your audience is using or by platform or what the overall kind of email client market share actually looks like. So those are the major updates. At 10 minutes here, if anybody has any questions, feel free to drop them in the live chat there. But we do have some other things as well. If you go into that blog post, which the link's in the YouTube chat, you can get overviews of all of those features I just talked about. But we also introduced ESP Sync from Litmus to HubSpot, which is awesome because HubSpot's a wildly popular ESP, and now we make it easier for you to get your emails out of Litmus into HubSpot and ready to send to your subscribers. So if you are using HubSpot and Litmus, then start using ESP Sync so that you can avoid that copy, paste, and pray type approach to getting your emails out of your code editor or your WYSIWYG editor and into your ESP. So at the click of a button, saves your email, gets your code, your assets all up there in a campaign ready to go. And if you're using Adobe Campaign Standard, we now allow you to use the Litmus Chrome extension inside of there as well, which is awesome. So the Chrome extension is a great way to make sure your emails are working, again, across all of those different email clients. It runs all of that QA stuff right there in the ESP for you, right inside of Chrome. So now that's available for Adobe Campaign Standard, which is awesome. And like usual, we're always adding, more email clients to test on the platform. So we now support Microsoft Edge for all web clients, as well as adding in Office 365 Light Mode, which we've had dark mode for a little while now. So over 100 different email clients, apps, devices that you can test your email campaigns in to make sure they look good across all of those different email clients, and more importantly, to make sure that they function properly for your subscribers. So that's it for today's a few email minutes on what's new in Litmus. Again, quick little overview of the latest features, cool things in email, all that good stuff. But we would love to hear your feedback if you have any about, the drag and drop, the design library updates so that you can have those module categories, the new grouping feature, the filtering feature, and email previews, all that stuff. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them here on YouTube or hit us up at hello@litmus.com. And we will see you next time. Cheers.